Hey, Stefan. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still playing catch up on everybody's videos. But I have been working on a lot of content videos for my own channel. So I have some new stuff coming up. Well, it'll be January when the new um, two newer video series I'm going to be doing come out. That won't be till January. So my two newest video series won't come out till next year. And they'll come out on hey Big Hack, what's up? So as of now, my Monday videos have been moved to every 2 weeks. And now, instead of taste testing on Fridays, it's now magazine haul, and that's every 2 weeks. My redneck word of the day is still on Tuesdays. My Q&A is still on Wednesdays, and they'll be every week. And then come January, I'll be adding quote of the day on Thursdays. And as of right now, I'm not sure what day the fun facts videos will come out, but there'll be a fun facts video as well. Come the first of the year, I'm going to try to do at least 2 or 3 live streams a week. Okay, what do you want to say, Stefan? I also will be possibly doing shout out videos, but I'm going to have to charge a small donation for doing the shout outs because it's going to be a little bit labor intensive. Please, I know I'm loud and you love me because I'm loud. Hi, Steven. My mom says hi, Steve. And she loves you. Stefan, I'm not worried about my views. I get the views. I get some views. Just because I have low views on videos doesn't mean anything. So, I mean, I just produce my content. I'm not really worried. If I eventually get monetized, I eventually get monetized. I just do my videos because I like doing my videos. If I get the views, I get the views. I don't get views, I don't get views. It's the way I look at it. Your grandson said hi. Steven, when did the boys go across to play their game for the soccer game? When did they go to regional? Stefan, I can't tell you what to do to increase your views. Everybody's channel is different. Everybody, does their videos differently, runs their channel differently. So you just gotta find what works for you. I thought it was regionals, bud. I just pretty much, oh, semifinal, okay. I pretty much just slept all day, Stefan. Stefan, baseball king for life is my nephew.
Leave him alone, please.
So.
Damn smart ass thing about him.
He does videos every now and then.
He's a 14-year-old boy. Leave him alone, fuckface.
So he doesn't always post, but he posts every now and then. When he has the time. Between school and other things. Oh, you don't know what day they go play? Okay, I didn't know, bub. No, me and him do not look alike, Stefan. He looks like his mama.
Don't say nothing about her either.
Boy, please. You know you would love to look like me. I'm gonna hell no you in a minute, Stephen James. No, seriously though, Stefan, he does. He looks a lot like his mama. And got his mama's attitude, too. And his daddy's height. He's tall. He's actually taller than me, and he's only 14, Stefan.
He's a lot smarter than you, Stefan.
But, yeah, so. Yeah, I didn't know when they were supposed to go play, Steve, but I know they were going. He knows he wants to look like me, Stefan. He loves me so much he wants to look like me. Yeah, I'm 5'7". He knows he wants to look like me. He loves me so much that he wants to look like me. Because I am his favorite aunt, by the way. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? He only has 2 aunts. So.
Yeah, but when the angels got money, she's all gone and where the shit.
Yeah, he has several great aunts, but he only has 2 aunts. His dad has a sister, and then of course his mom has me. Other than that, his mom and dad don't have any other siblings.
My siblings don't count anymore.
Boy, you're only 141 pounds soaking wet.
My fucking sisters and brothers don't fucking count because they ain't worth the shit of bread. Ain't worth wasting your breath on.
Yeah, he is skinny, Stefan.
Oh well, he's a sportsaholic.
But he plays baseball. He runs track. You know, so. But he's always been skinny. He's always been a skinny little boy. It's still track. Cross country, whatever. It's still track. You're still freaking running, boy. Don't correct me. God. I'm going to beat your ass in a minute. I'm going to come find you and beat your ass. Live on YouTube. Stefan, he always corrects me. He's done it ever since he was old enough to basically talk. Boy, hush.
Steven, that's all right. She needs it every once in a while.
Shut up! You're not supposed to be on his side.
More than once in a while.
Boy, I can catch you because I know where you sleep. I'll just get you in your sleep.
You gotta get past old man first.
No, I never have been in a troll group, Stefan.
Not like you.
I would never join a troll group. Boy, I'll find you. You know I can find you.
Why you don't do your ammo, Stefan?
No, I never said that.
I do.
Stefan, I would tread lightly. I would not push his buttons.
No, because you do, and I'm going to hunt you down with $30.
Believe me, he knows how. Yeah, don't push his buttons.
I'll hunt you down with the $30. I'll be like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'll hunt you down and take kick-ass stick names later. That's my bounty, baby.
I'm just warning you now, Stefan. Don't push Baseball King's buttons.
Yeah, because I'll kick ass and take names later. That's not only a threat, it's a promise.
Okay, how can somebody title their live stream "Someone forced them to go live"?
Someone who what? Forced them to go live? And how does somebody force you to do anything?
Steven, I know where you're from. You're from you're from your mama. Stefan, I never hated you. I just hated the way you acted.
I do. I hate it with a passion.
Mom, shut the hell up!
No, I won't.
Do you crabs to shut up, woman?
I do. Okay, if I ever see him, I kick ass and take names later.
Yeah, you're right, boo boo.
What?
It does stick with you forever when you act that way.
What? What the hell the fuck would you do?
Things that you do online, you know, they stick with you. He was talking about being a troll, dumbass. God. Yeah, so, yeah, she's in the other room.
Oh well, I can't help myself. What can I do?
Yeah, I hit the wrong button, Steven. I was trying to clear something off the screen and hit the actual wrong button. Yeah, I always do, Stefan. So, ask Steven. It's a natural thing in this world. Stefan, he doesn't always get on all the time because he's in school right now. But and me, I'm not always on like I used to be. So I'm actually not modding in other people's chats much anymore because I'm not on like that anymore. I'm not really actually. I'm taking a step back from the modding and everything. But my three major mods in here though are blood related. So no, Steven did not just say it's okay. Boy, please! You are nuts! So what you been doing today anyway, Bubba? Hey Mac, what up, what up? Big Bowica. Just went live. Oh, see, I never timed you out, Stefan. That was my other mod. One of my other mods. And I told you not to play with, not to push her buttons.
Embark said that you have to push your buttons.
That was his sister. You don't push her buttons either.
Sounds like it should stop. You stop before you press.
Oh, that sounds sounds good, Matt. So I do not know how you can freaking make 200 channels and keep up with them. I can't even keep up with two. I can't even keep up with two channels. And I don't even do the networking streams anymore. The networking streams really don't work. Because you're going out there, you're watching all these other people, they're saying they're getting you, but you don't actually see the numbers. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Networking streams don't work because it does not benefit you. In the end, it's just basically benefiting it's the other person because they're just wanting you as a number. They're not wanting you to watch your content. They're not wanting to be a loyal subscriber. They just want you for that number to get to monetization. So I do not do the networking streams anymore. Basically, to me, um, the networking streams, most of the people, there are a few in there that are loyal and looking for, to other people, to follow, but most of them are sub for sub, which basically is against YouTube policies, actually. Stefan, I am still playing catch up on everybody. I haven't gotten around to everybody yet. Um, I'm just halfway through all the people on my list. I just did get to answer a lot of comments back that people left on my videos. Um, like I say, I'm still playing catch up with everything. It's probably gonna take me a couple weeks to get caught up, but I'll eventually get caught up. See, and that's the other thing too. YouTube needs to fix the freaking notifications. And the thing is, too, all right, and I've seen a lot of big YouTubers talking about this and all as well, Matt. If you post or go live more than once in a day, nobody's going to get you. There's notifications aren't going to go out. I think they only send out three. I think they were saying it's 3 notifications or something like that. I have to go back and find it. I know somebody was talking about it. I want to say it was Green Bay Wacky. I want to say I seen Green Bay Wacky talk about it. But they need to fix the notifications. Just like Scott Fichter was talking about how they need to, you still can get into the YouTube Classic, but YouTube wants you to start using the YouTube Beta, or the new YouTube Studio. Well, why haven't they gotten rid of YouTube Classic? Why can we still access YouTube Classic if they want to integrate everything over to the new YouTube Studio? I actually posted a channel news video yesterday. I've done 2 videos I got a video that's coming out tomorrow at 12. A video on Tuesday that comes out at 12. A video on Wednesday that comes out at 12. And then a video on Friday that'll come out at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is. Stefan, what is your question? Sorry, I just seen that you said you had a question. I was out on a rant. Because YouTube needs to fix the notifications. Stefan, I don't work. My YouTube is my work. But yeah, YouTube, there's a lot of things YouTube needs to fix before they change other things. Yeah, so I don't work, Stefan. A lot of people don't. But yeah, so YouTube, there's a lot of things YouTube needs to fix before they change anything else. They're always changing things. First off, no, I don't work. I don't go to college. And I am not staying live all day long just so I can get monetized. I do have other things to do. So I do have a life outside of my YouTube. So, yeah, I have family, I have friends, I have other things to do, So I'm not going to stay live all day long. Yeah. Alright, Savannah, I will try, but, I'm going to try to do a good, at least a couple hours live stream today, just to gain some hours, but I'm not pushing myself. Yeah, I want to be monetized, but I'm not stressing myself to do it. And going live every day for some of these, I've seen people go live 10, 11, 12 hours or more. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not stressing myself, because, I was trying to push myself to be monetized within, hey Jasmine, long time no see. I was trying to push myself to be monetized within a few months. I don't know how these people do it. I don't. I really don't. Because that is stressful. But I look at it this way. I'm letting everything happen in its own time. Yeah, it is. It is hard work. Um, but then you got. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some of these people, if you look at their channel, it's like they grow instantly over a matter of a week. Yeah. I mean, like boom, they go from a couple thousand, like 100,000 subscribers to 2, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. You know that some of them have to be buying their views and their watch time.
Yeah, like YouTube marketing. It's
I think some of them are.
some of them may belong to.
Yeah, there are people that are out there that are buying their watch time and their subscribers. Seriously, Jasmine. There are ones out there, and YouTube will eventually kick those subscribers because they see them as spam, um, or they see them as inactive subscribers. But there are places you can go and you can buy watch time and subscribers, for your YouTube. They're called bots, basically. You could do the same thing when you could buy them for YouTube. I mean, Yahoo, when Yahoo had chat. Um, there's another chat program I used to go on. You could buy bots for your chat. There are programs out there that allow you to do that. So, but when YouTube catches it, they get kicked, and you risk losing your channel. Juan Lopez, welcome in. But yeah, so I mean, YouTube would do a purge, and they eventually, kick them, So,
Who's Lee?
probably, Mom. I don't know what he was doing. Okay, Juan. Thank you. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, you have the ones out there that are working, that work hard, that do, get their subscribers the right way and everything. Um, but you do have that handful out there that push the envelope and you know um, do it the way they shouldn't. That's why I don't do the networking streams anymore. I believe that the networking streams really don't um, favor you, and they really don't favor the person who's doing the live stream. It wasn't too bad here today, Mac. I don't know I don't know about now. I haven't been outside or anything, but it's kind of cloudy here now. Um, but it really wasn't too bad here today. Okay, I think I said your name right. Uh, yeah, it'll be fine, Mac. I'm. It'll all play out in the end.
Happy about me?
No, Mama. I'll tell you later. Do what?
I don't want to expose all my information about me in case they know if I was broke, retired, or whatever. I know nothing about that part of me.
Well, I have a lot of videos that you can go through. I have to look. I'm not. Mac, I would. Okay. I actually do have favorite video YouTubers. Where's the page? Where did I put it? These are just a few, Mac. Hold on. Let's see. We got the Nalia 22, Freebies and Wins, Franchise Kicks, The Fry Life, White House on the Hill, Miss Kelly T's Crazy Life, Sergio 45, Alan Spicer, Farm All Fanatic, Ralph's Trucking, Apocalypse, Minx Laura 123 Wacky World, Minx Laura 123 ASMR, Pusher Studios, Blood X, his wife SDMF Vampira, Nerd of the North, Creators Alliance, Brian G. Johnson, uh, Dan Courier from Creator Fundamentals, Nick Nimmin, D Nimmin, um, Roberto Blake, let's see, Scott Victor, of course, High Velocity Savage. We all love High Velocity Savage. We all love Savage. Uh, let's see who else. Ralph's Trucking was born and raised not far from me. He lives in during the Carolinas now, but his family's originally from Delaware. Let's see, we have Turtle Creativity, uh, my sissy, my fluff bunny, fooling with Fluffy, Liv Marie, Hustle Family, Painting the Roses Red. Uh, let's see. Uh,
Ain't going the witch is dead.
Jen, that one girl. I gotta go back in and write them all down again.
Here's again.
Stepan, I will get to you. Like I say, I have this. This is half the list. I haven't even gotten even through half of this, and I still have another page of names. You're on there, believe me. Don't worry. Let's see who else to watch. Let's see. I'm trying to think.
Wrapped up in one.
Sam and Nia. I watch them as well. The Fry Life. Chelsea Lynn. Um, Stefan, I don't expect people to watch me every day. Um, because I mean, you have other people that you got to watch. You have life outside of YouTube you got to take care of. Stefan, like I say, I pick a handful of people and watch them each day. So it takes time. I have huge list of people that I follow and I watch. So it takes time. Let's see, there's Big Bowequa, Big Heck, Skins Fan All Day Long, Robert Banks, Twitterman. We can't forget Twitterman. Mickey XOXO. There's Mountain Bushcrafter, Alliance, NBA. I love my NBA. Oh, that's right. I wonder if he went live today with his Sunday songs. Nikki Pink and Choose to Scratch. Premier Hell. Oh. I have, and then there's, yeah, Mickey XOXO, she's one of my good friends on here. Let's see. There's E-Waste Mike, Ghost Mafia, Gill Skills, Green Bay Wacky, Cab 7, God the Good One. And the list goes on and on. No, I haven't, Mac. I actually haven't. I mean, I have a huge list of people that I follow, and that I make sure I try to get to their channel. I mean, it's gonna take a while. Like I say, I did take a step back for a while because I needed to regroup, rethink how I was. I mean, I was still posting content. I just took a step back from watching videos and doing live streams and working behind the scenes. So, I'm actually coming back, but I'm still kind of on the sidelines working behind the scenes on some stuff. I want to start doing shout out videos, but the problem with that is I want to make it like a little side income with that, because I've seen other people do that. I just have to get all the ducks in a row with that one. All right, Stefan, later. I used to watch, what was his name, the Russian hacker or something like that, where he used to do test out crazy theories and stuff. I don't even know if he's still on there anymore. No, you do not have to get views to shout out at people's channels, Stefan. People, I mean, when you people will follow those, it's just, that's not going to be I'm not going to be able to do that till next year anyway. I'm still in the planning stages of that. I haven't gotten all the logistics together on that one. But you really don't have to be getting mad views to get to do shout out videos. I've seen people do those and then their channel will take off. I mean, Oh, cool, Mac. Yeah, the ones that I watch called The Fry Life. They're living in Raleigh Durham, or is it Raleigh Durham or down there now? I think. They talk about they vlog their daily life with her having cystic fibrosis and everything. But they're originally from the Western Shore of Maryland. And I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. That's why I love following them. And I love their poodle. He is so cute. Ollie Boy is so cute.
I like the poodles. I like the.
Mom, he's not one of the big fluffy ones. He's a standard poodle. They don't make him all poofy. I hate those people that make them poodles all poofy. They don't look right.
Oh, like a big poodle you have. Is it those are grown? Any German Shepherd kind?
He's just a little bit taller than Buttons was. But let's see. I have a ton and ton of people that I follow. Yeah, standard poodles are good water dogs. But I mean, he's trained as her service dog, so um, he he's actually the right height for her if she has one of her coughing fits. That he's trained to brace against her so she can brace against him um, to keep her balance. But this new medication that she's on, the triple combo, the Vertex from Vertex, so far it's actually her cough doesn't cough as much, and she's able to do a lot more. And the FDA just approved this medicine, so hopefully a lot of cystic fibrosis patients out there will be able to get the medicine, and it can help them like it's helped her. Um, and help them prolong their life. Cystic fibrosis is basically it's going to eventually take their life because it affects other organs besides the lungs. Um, and she's on the list for a double lung transplant and liver transplant. Um, so I like the little yappy dogs. I think they're cute, and they're the little yappy ones can be worse than the bigger dogs though. I've always wanted a Great Dane. Or that one that looks like velvet. What is that? Weena Wammer, Weena Woomer, Weena something, dog. They look like chocolate velvet. Yeah, I know. That's the only problem with Great Danes. They don't live long. And they do have a lot of health issues, too. Um, Same thing with Dalmatians. Dalmatians get a lot of hip dysplasia and stuff like that. But Great Danes are beautiful dogs.
That's tropical. It's like 30 degrees.
I don't know if it's still alive or not, but there's an oil company here in my town. They used to have a Great Dane. And it was so funny because you'd go into to pay your gas bill or whatever, and he'd come up to the counter and just lay his head on the counter. I mean, he was that tall, with the counter, and it was like, But I don't know if he's still alive or not. And then I know not far from where I live, people that my mom and them used to pick up their kid for Head Start. They had a Great Dane too. Um, I know it was pretty dog.
Oh, they did. They had a German Shepherd.
They had a Great Dane in there too.
Well, I never met the Great Dane. I met the German Shepherd.
Yeah, I know you said you met the German Shepherd, but I know they had a Great Dane in there too. It was
Well, they
gray.
gave it away out west. They never used it. They gave the one away. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, Dalmatians go deaf too, and Dalmatians can also get epilepsy. Because my aunt and uncle had one. Her name was Libby, and she was actually on the same medication my uncle was on for his.
They're smart too.
She was a liver spotted Dalmatian, though. She was a combination between the black and the brown Dalmatian. Because you have two different Dalmatians. You have the brown and white, and you have the black and white.
Old liver spot.
And pugs and bulldogs, and a couple other ones. They have a lot of respiratory problems. Ooh, I bet you that was pretty. A Chow Shepherd mix. Friend of ours, when I was growing up, they actually had a Chow. Um, what was his name?
Teddy.
Mary Lou's dog.
Yes.
Was his name Teddy? The black one.
Yes.
Huh. He was beautiful, but people through the woods were throwing their trash in the woods, and it caused a lot of rats, and they were biting him, and he wound up getting sick, and I think she put him down, if I'm not mistaken. But he was beautiful. And then people we used to work for, um, they had she kept him after they split, but she had a cute little Pomeranian named Murphy. I loved that little Pomeranian to pieces.
I did not have a problem with him.
Yeah, you like the Basset Hound.
They
They
did.
had a Basset Hound named
My
Oliver.
dad wouldn't give me that dog.
And when they split, my mom and my dad wanted Oliver. They want to take him, but
They got
he
the
wasn't the
got the house split.
she was the woman wanted to give us Oliver, but her ex didn't want to give us Oliver.
I loved Oliver to death.
Oliver was a love bug. I was little, but I do remember him. I mean, I was young, but he was the
He
sweetest
was
Basset Hound in the world.
he was
I remember growing up when I was little, people that lived down from us, they had a dog. I think her name was Sheba.
yes.
She would actually swim across the little pond from her owner's house to other friends of ours' house just to come play with me and my sister when we were little. I remember that dog. She was beautiful.
Pure German Shepherd.
Yeah, she was pure German Shepherd. Oh, I bet you that's cute. A Beagle Basset mix. Because Beagles and Basset Hounds are cute. We actually had what was she? A bench leg Beagle? Peaches.
Yes.
Yeah, bench leg. Um,
My brother had two of them once.
she was funny. She would actually sound like she was telling you I loved you
I'm hungry.
or I'm hungry. It was so cute. We've had labs, we've had golden retrievers, um, we've had just plain old mutts. My
That dog
sister,
out there is a mutt is the best dog there
my
is.
sister, her one dog that passed away, Demon. His on one side, his one parent was a cross between a pit and a bloodhound, and on the other side, his parent was a cross between a red and a blue tick hound. So he was red and blue tick hound, bloodhound, and pit. She had another dog that was bull mastiff and pit mix. Well, they had a litter of pups, so they still had the one. So he is red and blue tick hound, pit, bloodhound, and bull mastiff, and he is the sweetest, daggone craziest little munchkin dog in the world. His name is Old Man. He's a love bug. But if he doesn't know you and he's afraid thinks you're gonna hurt someone that he loves in that house, he'll let you know about it. Believe me, Old Man don't play. He is he's a very protective dog. Yeah, he's my mom's buddy boo. He loves my mom to death. I bet you the pups were fuzzballs. Because, a chow's, got that natural furry, fluffy fur. A chow reminds me kind of a giant Pomeranian. Seriously. It's like, I have friends of mine, they have, Lucky. I'm not sure what he is, but he looks like he's shepherd and chow and lab and golden retriever all in one. And then they do have a Pomeranian too. Um, Her name is Roxy. She is a doll baby. She's what they call a blue Pomeranian. She's that bluish, grayish bluish color fur. But she had a rough life. She actually came from a puppy mill that actually was not far from my house. A couple, what'd you say, Mom, maybe 20, 30 minutes from the house? And the woman wound up getting 60 days in jail. She's on, forget how long she's on house arrest. And this weren't the first time that they've been caught with a puppy mill. Her husband isn't going to serve any time because he had a stroke and now he's in a nursing home, so they're not going to make him serve any time. Then she's got so much probation. I think she should have been buried under the freaking jail because they actually did have to put some down because they were just so sick. Roxy had to have a lot of her teeth removed. She was so mad at really, really bad. They had they wound up, it was one count number, from there, and then they wound up not realizing until they were grooming some of them, that some of them were even pregnant, and wound up, there's more, more pups from that puppy mill. Wow. But yeah, so. And this wasn't the first puppy mill that they ran. Um, and they basically didn't even get really get much charges for the first one they were running. And then she wants to say that the reason that she was neglecting the dogs was because her husband was beating her. Um, just because you're in a domestic violence situation means you can neglect animals? Because things that she was saying just don't really add up. So, but, you know, It's just like the whole, the woman with the horses.
Oh God, no, that's yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of horses were found dead. I mean, they were finding, they know there had to be a couple hundred because they were finding bones from that had been there for, they know, quite a few years.
Look at that racetrack where
Okay?
the horses come
These
from.
horses
The breeder, he's in a heap of trouble.
were eating the siding and insulation off of the sides of the buildings. All right, you know horses have a fear of flight. Flight, fear, you know. When our news helicopter hovered over top of one of the buildings where one of the horses was standing surrounded by buzzards, the horse did not go nowhere, did not move. And you know, mostly times they would run. They had a couple that fold out that after they fold out, I think two of the mothers had to be put down. They were that, you know, because the after they fold out, it just took a toll on the mother that, you know, she couldn't. So those babies had to be hand raised. Um, you know, and she didn't even get much jail time. I think she got 60 days in jail, and then she's on so much probation and so much house arrest. Yeah, they will. They will. I know a horse will. They will what they call crib. Yeah, they'll chew on their stall door, you know. But these were. I mean, Mac. These horses were. I mean, in very horrid conditions. I mean, there was no grass really. It was basically just mud and other dead horses all over the place and bones from other horses. Um, they were eating anything they could eat, pretty much. I mean, what gets me is if she was in trouble for neglecting some cats at one point. I mean, if you can't take care of two or three horses, okay, or even one, why are you going to have hundreds upon hundreds? Why? She said she was rescuing them. To me, you were just giving them a death sentence. And I think you should have a death sentence. Or be made to sit in jail for the rest of your life and think of what you did to those poor animals. I mean, it was sad. It really was. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that on, what was it, Animal Cops, like Animal Cops Houston and Detroit and all that used to come on Animal Planet. You know, and that's sad. There are a lot of ex-racehorses that people go and buy them and then they wind up not caring for them like they should. Or they wind up going to slaughterhouses. You know, with a horse, you've got to trim their hooves. You've got to float their teeth. Um, you know, horses are... Okay, I know it takes a lot to keep a pet of any kind. But horses are one of the ones that are the most costly. Because you got to worry about colic, you've got to worry about their hooves, you got to worry about their teeth. Um, you know, if they break a bone, you got to worry about laminitis setting in. And if laminitis sets in a horse, it's pretty much a death sentence. My uncle used to work on a horse farm when I was younger, and they actually stabled racehorses in the off season for a horse track that's not far from me, about an hour and a half from me. And so I've seen what they have to go through. I mean, they have to have vet checks and all that, and you got to make sure you get them the shot so they don't, to prevent the West Nile virus. And um, there's some other viruses that horses can get and everything. Yeah, I've seen some horses do some crazy things. Um, they my the farm my uncle worked on, they actually had one that knew how to let itself out of its own stable. The only thing they could figure is he watched people opening it, how they pulled on the latch to open his stall, and he learned how to let his own self out and go out into the paddock. So because it was he only did it on the door that led out into the paddock. He didn't do it on the door that led into the stable itself. Um, but it was funny. Animals can do some weird things. They wanted to go play a round of golf. No, I remember when a bunch of horses got out not far from here, and the one got hit by a track and trailer. Um, that was a sad time. I mean, I just realized I gotta change my PayPal info on here because I don't use that one anymore. Oh, I have it, but I don't use it as much because I made a separate account just for my YouTube. I gotta finish packing a little bit. Oh, get stuck on the dryer. Mom, remind me to check your account in the morning to make sure that 10 is still in there.
Why?
So we can take that out and use that for because I just need.
I thought you meant that it must not hit.
Well, I don't know because I don't know if CBS All Access a hit or not. But I mean, I've still got the 10 and the 20 in my wallet.
Oh, no, then it was
So it's not. I mean, I
69.
still got it. I'm just saying, but if make sure it's still on the card because I can go in Food Line and grab me like a 69-cent pack of the meat because it's like $11 in your account. Um, to take that and take that 10 out,
Yeah.
and all we need is six to get on the bus, and then I need to give you what?
4. I got 2.
No, if I take the five, I only need a five and a one. I only need to give you what, $1 to come back home on.
Huh?
Mom, it'd be six for me and you to go up.
Yeah.
You only need three to come home.
And then all we need is $1?
That's what I was saying. So we need a five and some ones.
Yeah.
Because I could get my three to get to Pocomoke out of my 10 when I get to Princess Anne.
Yeah.
Because I can go in Dollar Tree and get something. See, I don't have to worry about getting my three till I get to Princess Anne because I'm not going to catch that for once I get up there. Because we're catching the 11 something bus out of Crisfield. That'll put you up there a little after 12, a little after 12 anyway, or almost 12. Um, and then I probably won't catch that. I won't catch that once I get to Princess Anne. I won't catch that Pocomoke bus. Well, I could, because I could actually sit at Walmart and use the internet. Walmart has free internet now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time I walk in there, my daggone phone connects to it. Um, well, it all depends on what time I get to Princess Anne too. So, but I mean, no, I probably won't. I'll probably get off at Rural Farms, walk to Dollar Tree, and waste some time. Because if you're where I gotta carry my backpack and my bag of clothes tomorrow, we'll take that other shopping cart back too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Mac. I was talking to Mama. I don't have to worry about doing that with my clocks, Mac, because all my clocks are digital. They're either on my laptop or they're on my cell phone. So, so I don't have to worry about setting back my clocks. Yeah, it is. It feels so weird that it's only 6 p.m. and it's like pitch black dark outside right now. I don't understand the whole time change thing. I don't know why they go back or they go forward. I don't understand. I don't even know.
Because it gets dark really fast. Sounds like that.
I mean, of course, the Earth is changing anyway. For the seasons. So the whole
Hell, it's barely
the whole darkness and lightness thing, that has to do with, that don't have to do with time itself, with how we track time. That is all, Mother Nature does that. But the whole, with the time thing, why you gotta set your clocks back an hour, or you gotta set your clocks ahead an hour. I mean, what is the whole purpose of that? And I really don't see where you gain or lose in hours at sleep anyway. You know? Um, I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, that's what, that right there. Because a lot of schools, kids have to catch their bus at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I remember have to be down to the bus stop. One place we lived, I had to be down to the bus stop before 6:15 in the morning. So it was like walking down the driveway at 5:30 in the morning. And it was like, I mean, I was out in the country, but um, I mean, so people don't have to come home in the dark, but yet kids have to wait for their bus in the dark.
The sun rises and sets the same as it always does.
Yeah.
In the morning. In the morning. And at the night. In the night. Guess what? Ain't no different. Should be
So.
in Alaska where you have the time where it don't set.
Yeah, like in Alaska, and all. And I think there's a couple other places that are like that too. You have where the sun doesn't set at all.
Hawaii don't even change their time.
And yeah, Hawaii don't even change their time. You have in Alaska where the sun doesn't even set or for so many months out of the year, and then you have where it doesn't rise for so many months out of the year. Hawaii doesn't even change their time for the time change. So I don't understand it. Most kids around here, a lot of kids are catching their bus 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of them because they're way out in the country. High school kids have to be at school by 7:30 in the morning, 7:45. Middle school kids have to be there by 8:30, 8:45, something like that. And elementary kids, I think, have to be there by 9. High school kids get out around 2:30. Middle school gets out around almost 3, and elementary gets out a little after 3. So a lot of these kids are not getting home till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Some might not get home till almost 6 o'clock because they live out in the country. And it'd be like just like right now. Some kids would have just have gotten home maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. Huh. Ain't no snowmobiles around here. And this is what makes me mad about our schools around here. We can have a light dusting of snow and they'll fucking close school. It could snow its ass off and the roads are all iced over and shit, and they have to go to school. think I'm going to push this to about the hour and a half mark, and then I'm going to jump out of here. Because I do have a few YouTube videos I want to go watch. Oh, yeah, the Adirondacks, yeah. I heard they barely closed their schools and all.
Well, look at the kids that they showed up to work that day.
Now, I mean, we did have a couple times, what was it, a couple years ago, where they had to close school because we got like, what was that? That was when we got that
17 inches.
17 inches of snow. They actually had to close schools because it was a mandatory only emergency vehicles allowed on the roads. Um, or so that was like your police cars, your fire trucks, your ambulances, your city workers, tow truck drivers, um, people that had to go to work like at ECI, which is our prison, or hospitals. Other than that, you weren't to be on the road at all. Um, yeah, I heard up there in the Adirondacks that the buses have chains on their tires. Yeah. Um, but so there were that year, that schools were closed a couple days, because of it was, state of emergency on the roads. I mean, I remember that was some snow because actually that nut. No, and also remember when it rained and rained and rained and Cove Street flooded, and by the next morning it was an ice river, and we had a ton of snow on the ground overnight. The rain, it went from rain to snow to frozen rain to ice to snow. Um, and the road that we lived on was actually like iced over because it had flooded due to the tide, and it was like like iceberg chunks of ice floating down it. It looked like it was a frozen river because that's when we had a dog at the time, and I went to throw him in the snow. It was his first time going in the snow, and I lost him. He actually sunk in the snow. I just couldn't see him for about 5 minutes. And he burrowed himself through the snow and come up. He was having fun. And my nephew, Baseball King for Life, that was in here, he was little, and we seen my two nieces and wondered where my nephew was. They were standing behind this snowdrift. That drift was so high we couldn't even see my nephew. We've actually had some good snows here, though. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, my dad made this like sled to pull behind the truck and everything, and he was pulling me and my sister to the point where we were buried in snow up to our up.
Made it out of a pallet.
It was made out of a pallet, and he hooked a chain to, but the snow buried us up to here. My mom and him had to dig us out. It was fun though. I mean, and then I know that the farm we lived on, at the end of one of the chicken houses, it had a hill that went down. And my dad used to put a piece of plastic or a tarp on it in the summer, and we used it like a slip and slide hill. But in the winter, if we got the snow the right way, we'd either use plastic or a trash can lid or something, and we'd go down it like a sled hill. Yeah, we did get a lot of rain here a couple days ago. Um, and but we had a lot of wind driven high tides here. Um, And actually, we're probably getting a lot of what they call killing tides right now too, which are abnormally high tides that come in and they kill off all the vegetation on the marshes, um, and then for the winter and stuff. So we had a lot of flooding down here not too long ago. Yeah, yeah. I've seen when the Niagara Falls is iced over. I've seen pictures and all of that, and then they've lit it up with the colorful lights and stuff. Now that is so pretty when they put the different colored lights on it, and it shines through the ice. Oh, is it? But wow. See, I don't think we ever anywhere down here ever lost power, but I know the other night we had some bad winds that tore up trees and stuff in different places. Um, but there's an island that's probably about 15, depending on which boat you take, because there is like a tour kind of boat that it takes about a half an hour to get over there. And then they got the other boats that take about 15, 20 minutes. Um, it's actually two islands. One's called Smith Island, which is in Maryland, and then the other's called Tangier, which is in Virginia. They were saying on Tangier, they had wind gusts of 76 miles an hour. And then there's a place about an hour and a half from me, where Mom lived. They had a lot of trees, um, and stuff. They were toppled and stuff like that. Branches down, all that kind of stuff. Um, Blowing, knocking patio furniture all over the place and all that kind of stuff, like that. Yeah, not for much longer, though, Stefan. Because I do have some things I have to get done before I leave in the morning. My Nightbot puts all my information in the room, so you just have to scroll up and find it, Stefan. Well, actually, the PayPal is not the same PayPal I use, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because when the winds got up high here, I know the Chesapeake Bay Bridge closed to what they call high profile vehicles, campers, things like that. And I know the Virginia Bay Bridge Tunnel also closed to, stuff like that as well. Yeah, that PayPal though, Stefan. I don't even use that PayPal anymore. I don't know why. TubeBuddy. I mean, um, shit. Nightbot is still putting that in the room, so I need to go turn that off. Let me go turn that PayPal one off. Oh, I forgot that's what you said you were making, Mom. Yeah, yeah, but the only problem about the Bay Bridge Tunnel now, Matt, is when you come up to that rest area, they closed the restaurant that and gift shop that used to be there because they're supposed to be putting another span into the Bay Bridge Tunnel. Um, but they're not putting the pier stay there, the fishing pier and all that. But they're not going to be putting the restaurant and all that back. So from what I hear, it's either going to go on. They may have one on each end of the Bay Bridge Tunnel. So they will have one on the Eastern Shore end, and they'll have one on the Western Shore end of it, like gift shop and restaurant. I don't know.
Oh, that was cheaper than all the names.
But when we went through there one time, me, my mom, and two people that shall remain nameless because we don't have anything to do with them anymore. We stopped there and got something to eat, and somewhere in this house, in a box somewhere probably, me and Mom actually had, where you put the money in the machine and the penny, and you crank it, and it flattens the penny with um, picture on it. And it has we got the one with the tunnel on it, didn't we? I think it was.
The tunnel or the fort?
So we've got that somewhere. But yeah, I actually have an aunt that just passed away. She lived in Norfolk, and then I have an uncle that lives in Richmond.
Lives in a Grady.
I said she used to live in Norfolk. My cousin, her daughter, still lives down in Norfolk. But
Both of them, as far as I know.
well, yeah, I'm not sure about the other cousin. I only know about the one. I totally. Till my mom told me the other day, I never realized my aunt that just passed away had two daughters. I always thought the other one was my uncle who lives in Richmond's daughter.
Hell no.
All these years, growing up, all these years, I always thought she was my uncle's
He
kid.
has a snob daughter.
Who my uncle has a daughter, but I don't remember her.
Is she a snub?
But they are like way, way older than me anyway. So.
And Sonny and Mary Lou thinks they're all that rich because they're rich.
Oh yeah, Route 50. I gotta love Route 50. Going to OC's. Oh yeah, I love OC. Actually, me and Mom will probably be there in June, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look that up again, Mom, because
Well, I gotta figure out what I'm paying for my damn what it pay have to if I have to pay for life insurance. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, we'll figure that all out.
life
But
insurance.
I've been noticing hotels.com. I've
Yeah.
been, I've been getting emails from them where they're offering like 50% deals again.
Even if I have to pay for it, I've got to get it because
Oh yeah,
I've had two bad days.
yeah, yeah.
Two bad days. Today and yesterday was horrible.
But I've seen where they're offering you know how they did the deals before.
Yeah.
I've seen that again.
As soon as it gets this cleaned up, then I may try to get these acorns sitting
Yeah,
out
we
here.
usually go in June for the
Yeah,
fire
I got some
convention down there in
fresh
Ocean City,
acorns.
Matt. It's pretty cool.
Got some
Um,
acorns rolled all over the place.
you know, but there and the thing with Ocean City is everybody thinks you need a ton of money to have fun in Ocean City.
Shit.
Me and my mom have gone to Ocean City on $25 before and had a ball.
Ain't there long enough for no.
You know, we've gone with just $100 and had a fun time. There's a lot of free events that you could do down there. There's a lot of places you could go for free down there. You know, um, you just got to do your research.
It is what you make it.
Yeah, I actually have family in Salisbury.
It is what you
Well, I
make
think
it.
they're still in
It is
Salisbury.
what you make it. If you go
I'm
next
not sure.
week, it's
But
what
I have
you
a lot
make
of
it.
family and friends up that way.
Shit.
Matter of fact, I'm only like 45 minutes from Salisbury, Matt.
You want to be the rich bitch
I'm
soon.
like 45 minutes south of Salisbury.
You can make it the rich bitch soon.
Oh, the horses, that's Assateague and Chincoteague. Um, that's the wild ponies. They're on Assateague and Chincoteague, Mac. But me and Mom love to go up by the kite loft and watch and look at the kites and stuff.
I love the kite loft.
There's even a place down there called the Sunspot. It's a religious place. They do a lot of sand sculptures out on the beach, but if they'll actually feed you for free there at the Sunspot. If you don't have the money to eat anywhere, you can go to the Sunspot and they'll actually feed you. They actually have like a little cafe area off of one of the side streets. I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it's on the one where when you come off the bridge, it's on one of those right there. When you go past the waterfall with the blue marlin in it, or the white marlin. Sorry, it's a white marlin, not the blue marlin. Um, it's on one of those side streets that leads up to the boardwalk. Right after you come over Route 50 Bridge. Yeah, I've been to Rehoboth Beach a lot. I've been to Dewey Beach. Um, you know, um, up that way. So now, see, Rehoboth has a boardwalk, almost kind of like, but it's not as good as Ocean City's. Um, there's a Trimpers, and up there in Rehoboth Beach, but they're not as good as the one in Ocean City. Which Trimpers, Amusements and Marty's Playland, actually right now, I think Marty's, because some of Marty's was probably they were open on some of these weekends, but they've actually closed down now because they just lost their manager, which was Chris Trimper. Um, his family owned Trimper's Rides and all that. Yeah, that's the carousel, Matt. The ice skating rink. That's in the hotel called the Carousel. Me and Mom stayed 26th Street in the Boardwalk. Well, that's where we stayed last year. We'll stay there again this year. We going to stay at a place called the Flagship, which is 26th Street in the Boardwalk. So you're right there at the Boardwalk, not on the inlet end, on the opposite end, where the tram starts at. Um, so yeah, but the ice skate rink is in the hotel called the Carousel. That's a big, beautiful hotel. Um, but you don't actually have to stay at the hotel to even use the ice skating rink either. Anybody can go to the rink. A lot of people when they come down to Ocean City, they think, oh, we've got to book at the Carousel because it's the only way we can go into the ice skating rink. No, it's just like there's a before you go get over even you're probably about 5 minutes from the Route 50 bridge. There's a hotel called the Francis Scott Key. Everybody thinks you got to stay there to be able to go use their pool. No, you can actually get a wristband to go to their pool without having to stay there. They have an indoor one, they have an outdoor one, and all that. So, but where me and Mom stayed last year was, oh, this year. Well, actually, it was this June. It's really really nice. Yeah, you can. You can actually find some nice places to, some houses to rent or condos to rent for pretty cheap down there. Yeah, I mean, $1,500. That's not bad for a week. In a house. If you rent a whole house. Um, I've seen some of the condos go for about that same price for about a week. But it all depends, and also another thing, we use hotels. We used to use Choice Rewards because we used to stay the Econo Lodge, um, which is just not that far up from where we stayed this year. But I used hotels.com to book it this year, and it was a lot cheaper. And I mean, you're right there. Thing is, you're in walking distance of the convention center where a lot of the stuff that for the fire convention is held at. You're right. I mean, you're right there to watch the parade. You can sit right in front of your hotel. So I can live stream because I'll be connected to the Wi-Fi at the hotel, which I live streamed this year too. But this year was a very special one. It was my brother-in-law was in it again this year, but it was my niece's very first Maryland State Fire Convention parade um, as a cadet. Next year is going to be a very special one because she will be a full-fledged firefighter by the time fire convention gets here. So next year is actually another special fire convention. It's funny they're back to back. You know, her two special fire conventions. But and then you're right on the boardwalk. You're like a block from where the boardwalk starts anyway. Catch the train. You can either walk up the boardwalk if you want, or catch the train up, walk back, whichever you want to do. Um, so. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My brother-in-law, they go to one in Pennsylvania, which is right before, it's a couple months before the one here. So, but yeah, so. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here, Mac, and go get some stuff done. Cause I'm gonna be out of town till Friday or Saturday. So I want to get a few things done before I leave in the morning. And then Mom's got somewhere she's got to go tomorrow, so I got to get her change for her to
Yeah, figure out where my information and all is on how much I get and all that kind of shit.
uh
Yeah, I know I gotta pay teacher's pension,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know where the last one is that I got for what I'm getting for Social Security.
I don't know, Mama. All right, Mac. I will catch you later. Peace out, Girl Scouts.